Welcome back. Well, President Trump making fundraising history and reportedly alarming Democrats. The president and the RNC raising over $300 million for his reelection campaign this year, more than any other sitting president in history at this point of the campaign. And with Democrats at least 4 or 5 months away from settling on a nominee, one party strategist telling Politico the resources he has will be put to work anywhere and everywhere that he feels like he can scare up electoral votes. And Democrats will never catch up. It's just too much money. That's real trouble. I'm not here to curse the dark, but it's dark. Brett, so what sort of strategic advantages does this give the Trump campaign?
A lot of options of playing in states that they might not have played in before. You see a focus on Minnesota, a state that the Republicans believe they can turn back red. It is a completely different campaign than it was in 2016 because it's flush with cash. And I talked about the double-edged sword of the impeachment. One of the negative things for Democrats is it has flooded money into the Trump campaign just by these emails that say he's getting impeached. We need to step up and support him.
Just to put it in perspective, I mean, this is between the RNC and President Trump. This is double the money that President Obama and the DNC had when he was going for re-election. I mean, if you want to compare it to recent dollars, to think about that being double, and there's more smaller donors among the group, so there's more ability to keep raising. Wow.
Well, Harris, do you think there's a level of enthusiasm people are missing? I mean, you look at the small dollar donors that are fueling this cash influx to the Trump campaign. Are people missing enthusiasm?
You know, you mean on the Democrat side?
Yeah, in the media as well.
You know, the president was very smart early on when he was then candidate Donald J. Trump. And you figure out what it is that you run against that people can commiserate with you on. For instance, the media. And are some of their reports fake news? Like, he's found this way of agreement, if you will, of turning that agreement of all the things that people say they don't like into a marketing tool. If you are running against the process of you elected me, but they want to undo that, as Democrats, how do you sell that? Well, like, I don't know how you sell it, but they're going to have to figure it out, because if they're planning to make impeachment, not just inquiry, but also just plain full vote impeachment last longer into 2020, they're going to have to find a tool to sell that to the American public.
And I think I think they're even selling straws. So they've been pretty strategic about that.
Are they paper or plastic?
I think they're plastic. But Johanna, so to Brett's point, bringing up Minnesota, right? So Trump campaign comes within 1.5% in 2016. The head of the Minnesota Democrat Party there said that they can't keep up. Is that a concern for you? I mean, do you worry that President Trump's putting these states in play, particularly when Democrats don't have a nominee right now?
Campaigns are all about oxygen and money. So his money advantage is a campaign advantage. So, too, is the fact that he's the incumbent. An incumbent always has an advantage. So you cannot underestimate President Trump. I watched that rally the other night in Dallas, and I saw 22,000 people there, and I know that there is an enthusiasm there. I think we still haven't explained some of the hard issues, and I think that's true of Republicans in positions on trade, for example. We haven't explained some of the reason why this benefits Middle America.
Right.
And so some of the policies haven't actually benefited people in Minnesota. So the question is, you know, are the Democrats going to spend the time, and are Republicans going to help talk about these really important issues?
Well, and we'll leave that up to Minnesota voters, right?